Hey, we're live!
In the middle of a
Yay!
hurricane.
Yes, coming live to you from the hurricane area of Florida. Welcome to Radical Connections TV. We are committed to being here with you so much that we're doing it even at the time of
Hurricane Ian.
Hurricane Ian. I was going to say disaster, but there you go.
Our home is like a little fortress with floor to ceiling concrete blocks. All our windows are
boarded.
It's like boarded. We say boarded, but that would be wood.
Right.
I got those metal covers bolted on.
If you see it on our videos, right, the window right next to me, that's what we have there.
Right here.
Right there. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Now behind us, we have some French doors that are highly sheltered with they're like super in here. When you go outside, it's almost like there's no wind because it's So I think we're okay there. But
yeah. But we wanted to come and share something with you because, during this time, a lot of people are in despair. A lot of people are freaking out. They don't know what to do, right? And it just feels like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Well, fear. Yeah, of course. A lot of fear. And so this Monday, Jesse and I, we plan to go on the trip South Florida for a week already, over a week. So we planned it not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that we're going to go on the trip. And when it came to Monday, we're like, why are we going there?
What's our purpose again?
What is purpose?
What's our mission?
Yeah, we're like, what is the mission behind it? We don't know what to do there. Why are we going? And I was like, let's just stay home, and Jesse's like, well, it's already on our calendars. Let's just go.
Maybe the Father has something to show us.
Yeah. And so we decided to go. By the way, if you hear all the wind and the rain, that's what's happening.
We have some, I don't know, maybe 60 plus mile an hour winds going on right now.
Is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. So we went there, we drove, and we even asked, like, where should we go? What area we should go? And so we went south to close to Fort Myers area. We went to Port Charlotte. We went to Harbor Charlotte, Pine Island. And we just cruised around, and we're just saying, okay, Father, where are you leading us? What do we need to do? We found this really cute, secluded, cute lot, tiny lot with a big banyan tree.
And it was kind of in a, it was waterfront property. What do you call those? With little channels, like it's on the edge of a channel.
Yeah.
On an island, by the way. Mm-hmm. Pine Island.
Yeah, and it was interesting because we felt so peaceful to park there, right underneath of that banyan tree, and rest and drink our smoothies, and it felt like a shelter, and it just felt peaceful to be there under that tree. And after that, we drove back and start hitting some pretty good rain.
A terrific rain shower hit, and we almost thought, like, is this the hurricane? Mm-hmm. But then later it turned out to just be a storm because all the next day was dry and no wind. All day. Was it Tuesday?
Monday.
All day Tuesday was when I was putting on the storm.
Oh yes,
storm window stuff, and so it was just a storm that came and went. But anyhow, we were coming home. And we got a prophetic revelation through all of this.
Yeah.
How, eagles, in the natural sense of the term, the birds, they fly towards the storm to catch the rising hot air or warm air to rise up to super heights. Mm-hmm. And so they're not afraid of the storm. They fly towards it because they know the storm's going to take them higher. Well, there's a lot of prophetic implications to that.
Yeah.
If you fly towards that thing that you fear or are avoiding tackling, mm-hmm. it will, and you're avoiding that stretching that can happen, for yourself, that would actually facilitate growth and overcoming and going further and higher than you thought you could.
Yeah.
And so that's what that means. Well, interestingly enough, we drove south at a time when most people are driving north. to get away from
Yeah.
we drove towards the direction that the hurricane was coming. Of course, there was no evidence of it yet, other than overcast skies.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the word that and then later we heard this prophetic word by a lady called Kay Nash, whom we
Mm-hmm.
listen to periodically. She shares beautiful and powerful messages from God that are very
Yeah.
prophetic in
Prophetic
nature. And her
messages.
message that day was about two eagles flying towards the storm or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah.
oh my, because we are both well, Irina way more than I, but we're in it together. We're both visionaries and very eagle-like in our
Yeah.
just pushing towards whatever storms ahead of us in our lives. We dive into it, and we're in the problem-solving mode, next level.
Mm-hmm.
And so we not only did we fly, did we drive around in the exact area that Hurricane Ian
Mm-hmm.
hit first. Like it was like the home base of where Hurricane Ian
It's going
hit
towards
hit the shore first. I imagine it's probably hitting right around now or will soon,
Yeah, I'm
around
not
that time.
sure.
So that's interesting. But then also on the way home, we drove out of a
Major
very
showers.
major thunder shower. Not so much thunder and lightning as there was just heavy, hardcore
Yeah.
rain.
To
That
the
was
point
almost
where we couldn't even see
like
much.
that blinding rain. It was so
Yeah.
heavy.
I said we went through super powerful car washes.
So anyhow, we are, as of today, we are in the first day of the month Tishri, if I'm pronouncing that right, on the Hebrew calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So we are now in. Okay, by the way, we're in the 7th month on the Hebrew calendar, and this is the new year, the year 5783 or 6023, depending on which system you use.
Yeah.
So we have entered the new year on the Jewish calendar, and yesterday was the old year.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of prophetic implications we could go into if time allowed. I only still have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
About how some of you may have been battling stuff to overcome. You got clobbered, or things got revealed in your heart that you needed to deal with, and maybe conflict in relationship, or job changes, career changes, moving geographically to a different location, changing churches.
Yeah.
That's all evidence of getting rid of the old to make room for the new.
Mm-hmm.
So that these are just all things we're throwing out there for you to then meditate upon on your own and think about. Okay, that might explain why some of the things that you might have been experiencing lately have kind of felt like everything's being uprooted, and you have decisions to make, and it's not easy, and you're like, what do I do? That's why. And so embrace the process.
Yeah, and I would say too is what's important in this season is that preparation. Always preparation, preparation, preparation. Are you ready to embrace the new season? Are you ready to step into the new? What do you need to do? What is it that you need to take on right now to become that person who can thrive in it, right? Do you need to expand your mind? Do you need to expand your heart? Do you need to let go, like Jesse said, let go of some things, right? Because it's a baggage, it's heavy. It might be good, but you don't need it, right? Let go of physical things and material things. So the season is really good for that, letting go of stuff. And be prepared, because guess what? Without preparation, it's hard, because you never know what's going to come your way, and you don't know how you're going to deal with it. But if you have scenarios, if you have a plan of action, right, it's so much easier to shift quickly, to get to the next thing and say, okay, cool. Like, for instance, if you're driving a car and you don't have much gas there, you're not going to go far. If, let's say, you need to detour through the wild areas where there's no gas stations, are you ready to go there when you have not much gas? You want to make sure you're filled up, right? You want to make sure that you have what it takes to get to your next thing or through your next thing. That's my message. And always, always look for a bigger picture.
Yep.
What is the bigger picture
good
here?
word? Good
You
word.
know, like we were talking about, it's a prophetic adventure we had, right? We had no idea why we need to go there. Seriously, we were thinking like, okay, yeah, we want to check out new areas. We want to see what's, you know, in those areas. But why? We don't know. You know, so we decided we're going to go, we're going to get prepared. We took everything with us that we needed and we went. And it was fun. And we learned some lessons. We got some prophetic words, right? And I'm sure more of the prophetic words would come after this hurricane, why we were there. So that's our message to share with you today. Prepare, over prepare, than under prepare, you know, and get rid of stuff.
Yeah, like overtrain and then crush the race,
competition,
or the competition.
Yep.
It's like I'm training for a Spartan trifecta race come December. I am aiming to overtrain so that on the day of the race, it'll be like no sweat. So
proud of you, my love.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, we'll catch y'all later.
Bye. Be blessed.